Matt Kaplan is the COO for Solex Payroll Services, as well as Workforce Management Solutions for employers. Matt, why don't you come on in? So why don't you explain Emac, and you're the expert, and I'm just going to sit here and listen and
Sure.
and nod intently.
Okay, great. So Emac actually stands for Employer Medical Assistance Contribution. It's a tax that was enacted in 2014 after the fair share contributions that employers were required to make kind of phased out due to the national healthcare reform.
Okay.
So the Emac tax has, in the past, prior to this year, has always been collected through the Division of Unemployment Assistance, and it's assessed at a rate of 0.34% on the first $15,000 of wages per employee per year. So that equates to about $51 per employee per year.
Okay.
In 2018, they raised that rate to 0.51%, which now increases that maximum contribution based on a $15,000 wage base to $77 per employee per year.
Okay.
Which, could be a pretty significant increase if you have a lot of employees.
Right. Okay.
But more importantly, now in 2018, what the state has done is they've also initiated a new tax, or they're not calling it a tax, but a supplement called the Emac Supplement.
Okay.
And what that is it's a supplement that's charged to employers who have employees that are on Mass Health or the Connector Care program and are receiving a subsidy. Okay. Basically, what's happened is over the last 2 years, the state has seen an influx of almost 500,000 new subscribers to Mass Health or the subsidy program through Connector Care, and they just can't afford to continue to subsidize without help from employers. So what they will be doing is that if an employer is in fact deemed having an affected employee, meaning an employee that is either full-time or part-time, and regardless of whether the employer offers health insurance or not, they will need to pay a new supplement charge to the DUA for these employee wages.
Okay.
Now the problem is, or I should say the issue is that this is not a small tax. This is going to represent 5% of the employee's wages up to the first $15,000, which means it's a potential liability for an employer of $750 per employee per year. So if they have a lot of employees on some sort of a subsidized health insurance program through the state, they could be looking at a pretty large tax bill on a quarterly basis. Okay. No employers are exempted from this. So whether an employer is a for-profit or a non-profit, whether they're a religious organization, they are going to be subject to this if they have affected employees.
Okay.
There are some employees that can be exempted from the supplement so that employers would not have to pay in on them.
Okay.
Those would be employees that are disabled, employees that earn less than $500 in the quarter, or employees that were on the subsidized program for less than 8 weeks.
Got it.
Okay. What will happen is that the Massachusetts Health Division will report the affected employees to the Division of Unemployment, and when employers upload their wage reporting, which is done through their payroll service, like us, Solex Payroll Systems, 781-297-9300, or on the web at solexpayroll.com, they will then calculate the tax based on the wages assigned to the affected employees. Now, what we as a service do offer to our clients is that we will download a payment file and alert our clients if they do have a supplement liability, and then we will offer to also collect and pay those taxes for the employer on their behalf.
Got it. Somewhere, I don't remember exactly where I heard it, if that employee works multiple employers, they work in more than one job, different places, will they both get hit?
Yes, that's correct. Actually, if you have as I said before, a full or part-time employee, whether you offer health insurance or not, if the employee is on the subsidy, you will be charged. And that goes for part-time employees that not only work for you, but also work for another employer. Both employers will be hit with the surcharge relative to the wages they pay to that employee.
And you said it's for 2 years, and after 2 years, we don't know what's going to happen, but it might end up being they might have to come up with a permanent fix at some point.
Yeah, they've pretty much said in all their communications out to the public that this is sort of a temporary fix until they come up with some sort of a permanent regulation. So employers can pretty much expect that there will be some sort of continuation of this beyond 2019 to help cover, because to be quite honest, I mean, we are either in or approaching a health insurance crisis, and the state can't continue to fit the bill for this huge influx of individuals that are coming in on the the subsidized health programs.
Okay.
We can be reached at locally 781-297-9300, toll free 877-527-9300, and we can be reached on the web at www.solexpayroll.com.
Great. We just want to say thank you to the Watertown Police and Fire Department. We're sponsoring a breakfast, and we will be serving the breakfast to them next Thursday to show our thanks and our support for them protecting the community and serving the community.